Hello, everyone. How are you doing today? My day was long, hot. Anytime I work for this job, it's going to be long and hot, okay? Until this summer heat lets up. But I'm in Texas, so I got a ways to go. But I hope you guys are doing well. I'm going to give this live a few more minutes before we get in. Let some more people get in here. All right, y'all. Give me just a moment. I'll be right back, okay? I'm starting to see you guys come in. Welcome. I'm here. I'm just getting my stuff set up really quick. So I'm just getting it. All right, guys, I'm back. Okay, like I was saying earlier, I hope you guys had a good day. My day was long and hot and tiring. Ugh, it was so tiring. Oh my gosh. But I'm through it and I'm not going to dread over that day. I did get some really good life talks out of that day, and I had some, like information to come to me. I'll have some of that stuff in some videos that I have coming up for you guys. But it was a fairly good day. It was a fairly good day. I just got in. did what I need to do, and get up out of there. I try to do that every day. Um, of course, management, they try to test you. They know you can't do certain things, but they just keep trying. They keep trying. But I done got to that point to where, look here, I know you trying me, and I'm definitely gonna show you every single time. So you're not getting over. But yeah, that was how my day went. How was you guys' day? Or how was your day? Let me know in the chats. All right, so a little bit about me. I'm SJ, also known as that postal lady, and I'm a mother, a wife, and I currently work this 9 to 5 job, and I'm freeing myself through learning the skill of digital marketing. And so I like to get on here and just kind of talk to you guys about different ways that I have found through my courses and my classes that I'm taking, that I have learned can actually make you money online. Okay. And it's not hard, but you do have to be invested, meaning that you have to be willing to actually learn something. If you're not willing to learn anything, then you'll find yourself kind of not really able to make money. So once I kind of opened my mind up and was like, you know what, I'm ready to learn, I'm ready to actually get in here and take this serious, and then I started seeing money flowing in. And I'm grateful. And now I can come to you guys and really talk to you guys about how you can make money online, because there's so many different ways to make money online. And we tend to see people making all this money, and we think that it's not possible because our minds are small, and we feel as though we're like, I just don't see how it's possible. But it is possible, and it's easy once you understand the concept. Everybody says, like, I hate it when I hear other people say, oh, this is so easy. It is easy, but once you have learned the concept, once you understand that what you're doing, right? You understand that you can create content and make money off of your content, but it's not just by posting consistently. You have to know who you're talking to, why you're talking to them, and what you want them to get from whatever it is that you're offering. Okay. And you're going to do that through creating value through videos, and that acts as content creation, and you can make money off of that. And so if you're just posting consistently and you don't know, what to post, you're just like, oh, I'm just posting. It feels like you're never going to get there. I mean, you might hit it by luck, but when I seen, like, I was like, my goodness, it would have taken me forever to learn this information, to learn how to make this money online. It would have taken me forever if I wouldn't have just like clicked and just said, you know what? Like, I'm ready to lock in and I'm ready to learn for real. I'm tired of struggling online. And for me, y'all, it didn't take me long. I have seen a lot of people, um, I've heard a lot of creators say, hey, look, it took me 5, 6 years before I became monetized. And it's like, so it took you 5 years for you to actually start making money online, is what you're saying. To get monetized on a platform is just you getting paid for the work that you put in. And it feels great when it's work that you're passionate about, right? And so when you get on here, like in the very beginning, my channel was me, showing you guys what it was like to be a postal lady. And I was showing you guys my journey, but I don't feel like I was showing you guys my full journey. I feel like I was hiding and sugarcoating the fact that I was really going through hell as a mail lady. I mean, I was like, this is the worst job ever. And it wasn't because the job was hard. The job wasn't hard. It was the stress of what I had to go through. I mean, getting injured and then your hours being cut back drastically, and you know, just seeing how your coworkers treat you when you can't do what everybody else can do. I mean, it just, I realized that like I had to find another way. And I really needed to like learn something that was going to actually lock me into what I wanted to be doing. I wanted to create content that resonated with me, not a lie. Not a lie. To lie is to tell yourself that it's okay for me to stay in this situation and think that this is normal. It's okay for me to continue to keep going through this same thing over and over again with no, I'm going to go to the same job and I'm going to get the same result, right? I'm going to get the exact same results. Or I could learn something new and I can get a different result. I was tired of getting the same old results, seeing myself be in pain, and I'm like, there's got to be something. I can't live under these people and allow these people to dictate how my life is and what happens to my life. When I got injured, I realized that I was solely depending on them to create that way for me. I had put all my businesses to the side, stopped doing everything I was doing, and started doing something that somebody else wanted me to do, because it seemed easier for me to do something for somebody else. And I kept telling myself, just keep working, and then you're going to build on your foundation. But I was so damn tired. I didn't even have the energy to want to come home and build on my own dreams because I was so tired from working somebody else's. Today I had a guy on the route. He was a maintenance man. And we were talking about the original carrier for the route that I'm on. I'm a T person. And so they kind of, put you around different routes. You have a total of like, you might have like 5 routes that you'll carry within a week. And you'll just carry one route a day. And, you'll see that same schedule, or, a rotated schedule of those same routes the next week. But you'll be on the same routes every single week, right? And so the carrier for this route, he is on the verge of, we can tell that it's time for him to retire. And a lot of people are like, "Oh, well, what does he need to retire for? He can just sit here and ride it out." And I'm like, "Hey, Jason." So he's like, "What am I sitting here?" They're like, what's the point in him leaving? He could just ride it out. And I'm thinking to myself, why would he want to just ride it out when he can actually go off and create something for himself? The only reason why he would want to just ride it out is if he doesn't feel like he has anything that he can do for himself, right? That's the only reason why you would feel like you need to stay somewhere. I've told y'all so many times when I first got started, the Most High showed me, the very first thing, showed me what would happen if I continued down this road. And I ignored it. But I see it now. There was an image of a man. They were having his funeral because he passed away not even 3 days or a week after leaving the job, after retiring. He didn't feel like he had anything else to do. And so he just passed. We have to see more for ourselves. if you're telling yourself that this is the only thing that I can do, like, look here, it's gonna be sad. Yes, the country wants us. Jason said the country wants us to live to work. That's exactly what they want us to do. They want us to live to work. They want us to work by their rules, do everything that they want us to do for them, and forget everything we have for ourselves. So that way we're solely focused on what they want us to be focused on. I want more for myself. I wanted more for myself. We sat there and had that conversation, and he said, you know something? He said, I understand that. He was like, but I just can't get it out of my head. I just can't stop chasing that dollar. I can't stop chasing it. And I said, that's the problem. You chasing the money. Once you start working in your purpose, the money is going to flow to you because it's energy. And you're bringing in positive energy whenever you begin to work in your flow, whenever you begin to realize that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, and you're going to get rewarded for that. You're going to get rewarded for staying true to what you believe in, for understanding that I have a mission that I'm on and I can't let nobody stop me. Someone came to me today, y'all. I told y'all a while back I was the branch president for my branch. And I ended up in my term because the previous president before me, she had resigned from her position right after she had was, sworn in. And I think it might have been maybe 3 months in, and she had resigned from her position. And, I took the position, I carried it for 2 whole years because I ended up having to go into this year due to them not having everything together. Everything wasn't, they tried to, mess up the election and stuff, and it slowed things down. But eventually I was able to get out of there and I left on good terms. I would say that I did. I returned everything like the way I was supposed to, and I did everything that I was supposed to do because sometimes we are a steward to others. We're a steward to others, and we're just on this mission to do what we know we need to do. And somebody came to me today and they said, everybody has resigned from their positions. Everybody's resigned from their positions. They said it got too hard on them and they just don't have time for it. And it shocked me because the same people that were telling me that I did not have the ability to do it because I had only been in there for maybe about a good 7 months before I became the president. They were telling me that I should have been the one. Thank you. That Thank you. No, we don't want to cook the turtle. Okay. Oh, it got cooked and you saved it. Please, please save the turtle. We don't want to cook turtles. Okay, so the same people that were telling me that I wasn't qualified to do the job were the same people who ended up letting the position go within 3 months or 5 months after holding their positions. So I guess my thing was, it's not a, we are more than qualified. We have more than enough information within us, right? We have more to give. We have more than enough to give. And the fact that we allow somebody else to tell us that we can't do it. We know what we are on. We know what mission we're on. We know what we're supposed to be doing. We have to continue to stay true in that. And don't let anybody take you off guard. I stayed true to what I said that I was going to do. I stuck to the journey and I did what I needed to do, even when it was hard. I did not do it all by myself. My family was there to support me. My husband was a big support to me, but I still stuck through it and I did what needed to be done, regardless of what everybody was saying. Those same people that were saying that I was not qualified showed how qualified they were. That's why we cannot allow them to make us feel like, you can't allow them to make you feel like you're not good enough. You are so good and more. And the only reason why they say what they say, they do what they do, is because they know how blessed you are. We have to stay true to our mission. No matter what is going on around us, no matter the obstacles, we have to stay true to our mission. My mission is to help our people break free from these systems, free their minds and their souls and their spirits, to help them to understand that you are free. You don't have to work for nobody else. All you have to do is learn how to take the skills that you have within you and show them to the world. You don't have to be accepted in that small town of people that don't like you and don't want to see you win and won't buy your products and don't want to support you. You don't have to deal with that. All you have to deal with is learning how to take the skills that you have and put them out into the world. So that way everybody has a chance to get the same offer that you have. And we got to stop being scared. We got to stop being scared and we got to stop saying that we're not ready. You're more than ready. It's time to get your foot on that gas pedal and move it. Why? Because somebody needs it. Somebody needs that message that you have. Somebody needs it. And guess what? You deserve to be compensated for your time. Your time is so precious. Once you lose that time, you don't get it back. So it's okay to be compensated for your time. There's nothing wrong with you being compensated for your time. I feel like that's something that a lot of people have the issue with, is they're like, I would give this information out for free. I'm not going to charge anybody. What's the point in that? The point is your time. Let me tell you guys something. I told you guys this is a live for how to make money online. So I'm going to share with you guys ways that I make money online, ways that you can make money online. Okay? When you sit down and create that digital product, which might be an ebook, a guide, any of those things, a planner, when you sit down and create that and put time and energy into it, you're going to want to get paid for the time that you put in. Okay? This is why you need to know how to put it out there to people because you're going to want to get paid for that time that you put in. This is your precious time. Like I said, once you lose it, you don't get it back. Value yourself more. Your information is valuable. The Most High gave it to you for a reason. So, create a digital product with the information and the knowledge that you know, right? That could be a cookbook, that could be a how to video. There's so many things that it can be, and all you have to do is create it. Learn how to create these digital products because guess what? Whether you like it or not, everything is pretty much going online. I don't know, there's a lot of people fighting it. And for me, it's like, why are you fighting it? For me, it's why are you fighting it? Because it's going to happen. Right now, AI is on the scene, y'all. They are really playing around with this AI. I do believe that you can use AI in certain aspects of your life, and in certain aspects of your business because it's definitely going to help you because you don't always have the time to come up with a bunch of different things. And, why are you not using something that can actually help you? Hold on one moment. No, you cannot have any more brownies. You had a whole tray. You cannot have any brownies. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. Showcase your knowledge and your information inside of a digital product because everything is going online. It's easy, it's convenient. Why not? I was talking about AI before that. I do believe AI is very helpful in a lot of different ways. I also believe that we have to be careful with the way that we use AI because, I just feel like these platforms are for you to showcase your life or showcase your journey. And I feel like in some ways, like, of course, we have a lot of these AI avatars. I feel like in some ways, it's kind of replacing people in general. And I mean, like, if I'm trying to see somebody travel somewhere, I don't want to see an AI traveling in the airport and getting on the plane and looking out the window and seeing what the streets look like. I really want the real version. So I do believe that I'm hoping that they kind of put some kind of limit on it when it comes down to that because to me when I see content creation I enjoy seeing people's like experience. That's what it is. Whenever you're watching someone's content you're usually watching their experience and how they're doing things. And I feel like right now the whole AI thing is like you don't really know who's behind that camera. It could be anybody behind that camera, and you're like glorifying this scene and that's probably not really happening. And so I feel like there's some. I do use AI in my business, such as like helping me to come up with ideas and, helping me to understand certain topics and things like that. Because, there are AIs that are just like Google, you just ask it a question, it's going to find the information and then, you're going to look at that information and go from there and, fact check it or whatever you have to do. But I do believe that it saves a lot of time when it comes down to helping you to formulate like um, notes and things that you need. If you need something, quick and easy, or if you need to create things and you need ideas, I really do feel like it helps in those aspects. But I do believe, like, where I'm seeing, like, I think it's cute, where they're like, creating these cartoon characters and things like that, and it's living, what their life would look like. But I just feel like I'm not able to see, like I'm not really getting the experience. Like if I went to some place and I needed to see like what the streets of that area look like, your AI avatar scene is not really, I don't know if it would really show me the full view of what that would look like if I would see homeless people out on the streets. Because usually when you see AI scenery, it looks beautiful and like there's no flaws. It's just perfect and everything is just the glam life. And it's like, that's not the real world though. We are living in this real world and I want to see what the real world looks like. So I feel like, I think it's okay, but I also think that it can be scary. And once you start like cloning yourself like that, I'm just one of them girlies that have, watched so many movies, y'all. My mother used to be like into those movies where they were, like cloning movies, things like that. She was just really big into that kind of stuff. And, it was like, to me, just thought it was kind of strange. I was like, okay, so they're cloning us. Like, what's the purpose in this? And there was this one movie, I can't think of the name of it. I was telling my husband about this movie, and I was like, it's right on the tip of my tongue. I just can't think of the name of it. I think it's like The Island or something like that. But they were in there, and they thought that they were just like in this, wonderful heavenly place. They would go to work, and inside of their workspaces, they would have their designated work areas, and they would work on some people would be on the line and they'd be working on the line, and some people would be messing with samples and they would be messing with the sample, and then like they would have this moment where everybody would get to come together and just have fun. And it would be kind of like a party type of session thing where they'd all be kind of together, and then like there would be an interruption. They'd be like, hey guys, like we have some great news. Someone has made it. Someone's about to get ready to go on vacation, and once you go on this vacation, you never come back. So it's like everybody's super excited because they make it look so beautiful and just so wonderful. And so they get them to vacation, and it just so happens that the girl and the guy, they had kind of gotten close together, and they were about to take one of them. And so the guy, I think it was the girl that they took, and so the guy went off to kind of find her, went on this mission to see what was really going on. And he was like seeing them, um take the bodies that, that they were actually like using for vacation. They said that they were going on vacation. They were actually taking these bodies and they were putting them to sleep, and then when they needed their body parts, they were acting as the donor parts for, whoever needed it, right, for the owner of that body. And so once he found that out, he kind of like started freaking out, and he's, had to get himself up out of that place. And when he got himself out of there, it looked like they were in some kind of like, they were in the desert. Like, I mean, there was no way for anyone to even know that you were there, right? It was like abandoned Roman Empire buildings, and it was just like all kinds of crazy stuff. And he got out into the world, and of course, when they get out into the world, they tell him that it's contaminated, you know and that they have to get him back. So they send out this alert to all of the people to say, hey, look, if you see this person, avoid them at all costs. Y'all know the story, okay? And so anyway, he went off to live his life, and I think that he ended up meeting his twin, and I think he tried to make it seem like he was the real person. Anyway, yeah. So they got cloned, and it was all that. So that those kind of movies are movies that I've watched, and that has reflected my image on why I'm just like, I'm not really with the whole, I mean, I'm with AI helping me with my business, but I'm not with AI being me. Like, I don't want to see AI live out my life and tell people that I'm living this beautiful, fancy life, and I'm really not. Like, this is what I am right now. I do believe that it helps with, like, I've even heard people say it helps with your short content. I'm still not there yet. I'm still not at that point where I'm like wanting to use an AI twin of myself. Um, But I feel like, for other people that like doing it, hey, that's you. If you like doing that and you don't want to be seen, you can definitely venture into the AI aspect of creating content and things like that, because that's another great way to get people to hear what you're saying, even if that AI is just sitting there saying something that you wanted to say instead of you sitting there saying it. It could. Me personally, I'm just not at that level yet because of my whole cloning, um I guess, nightmares. I don't know what to call them. I guess they're nightmares, but yeah. So that's kind of how I feel about the whole AI thing, but I think that it really is helpful. It can help you a lot into formulating ideas. Like some days when I don't know what to post, or just what type of content I need to be creating, or just like just certain things, I'll go to ChatGPT and ask it to come up with some ideas, or like like what is something that I can do to create an aesthetic life, or what is something that I can do to create an aesthetic video for my life, even though my life is boring. I feel like, because I'm working, I usually am working, either if I'm not at that job, I'm working, or I'm spending time with my family. So a lot of people may say that my life is boring, which I would say that my life is pretty good. I enjoy my life, and but to others it may look boring. So I asked ChatGPT to come help me to come up with some engaging ways to make my life look engaging, right? Because it can help you like take the same thing that you do every single day and help you come up with a new way to do it. You're doing the same thing, but it's just gonna help you come up with a new way to actually like do it, right? Instead of you saying, like, you might make your coffee one way, or you might get dressed a certain way, or you might brush your teeth in the bathroom, or whatever, and it might tell you to go and try it this way. Try doing it this way instead of that way. Let it help you do this, or what is something that I can do to create some content today. Give me some ideas. This is what I got on my mind. Can you help me figure out what I want to talk about today? Like, or help me come up with a topic to talk about, something that might interest people, something that people might be interested in. Like, help me to formulate an idea around something that somebody might be of interest in my, categories that I like to talk about, right? And it can come up with some ideas, and it can help you in that aspect as well. So I do believe that AI is very helpful in those ways. But I just believe that, it can go too far, as all things can. Everything you do, you should do in moderation, right? So I do believe that it can go too far, but it's up to you as to how far you want to take it. I talked to you guys about what are my, limits on that because of my whole, you know, thing on it. But I do believe that it's something that's coming in strong. And if you don't know anything about AI, then you really need to kind of start looking it up even online. I mean, you have it on your phone every time you ask Siri or Gemini, as Gemini is the new Android thing. Every time you ask one of those little things, those are your AIs. That's an AI, right? It's just not, it hasn't been trained to you. So I like ChatGPT because you can kind of train your AI to yourself, right? You don't have to necessarily um, keep telling that AI the same thing over and over again for it to remember you. Now, I would say like Siri does a good job at kind of remembering what you wanted to remember. Gemini, I mean, it's okay once you're having a conversation with it, but I think I just haven't really gotten into the whole aspect of Gemini yet. But I like ChatGPT because, it kind of it has a good memory. So I don't have to keep telling it the same thing over and over again, right? Um, Now I might have to give it a general reminder, if because on the free plan you have to kind of remind it slightly, hey, remember this, and then go into your topics. But if you are just trying to have it to remember like your name, and you know what I'm saying, like your general, what you do, how you are, what you do for a living, like it can remember those things, and it can help you to formulate things. Like you might want to create a book on what you do every day to help somebody else, right? And you can ask this chat gpt to help you to create this book, this ebook, or this guide, and it will help you to write it up. And then you will say like, okay, well, add this in here. Like, you are telling it what to do. Okay, you are telling it what to do. I had to like go into detail with somebody else about this because they were like, it seems like AI is doing everything for you. And I'm like, no, you have to tell AI what to do. It's basically just spitting back what you tell it to do, right? Okay. All right. Well, thank you for letting us know that. So you have to kind of tell um tell it what to do. And once you tell it what to do, then it will start to react and it will do exactly what you need it to do, right? Y'all hold on. Let me see what they do. What's going on out there? I got girls, y'all. Hold on one moment. Because when it gets dark, y'all have to come inside. You can't stay out there, okay? So just be calm, okay? All right. Listen to your sister. She knows what she's talking about, okay? You hear me? All right. Okay. So, all right. Back to what I was saying. So you can use your chat GPT to help you come up with books and, all kinds of things that are related to you, and you have to tell it what to do. Like, it's not hard. I would say that it's not hard because I've been using it for quite some time and I know how to use them now. Like when you get into it, this is why I'm saying, like, I would suggest that you go ahead and start using these things like ChatGPT. Go ahead and start, opening up the app and just getting familiar with it. Reason being is because you need to have an assistant. It's going to help. It's going to assist you. Like, I can ask, I can open up ChatGPT today and open and ask it to help me to come up with some cooking ideas tonight. Something quick and easy. I don't want to spend a lot of time, and it's going to help me come up with some real quick ideas to make. Okay, it can help you to come up with really quick ideas and get on about your business. It can help you to create ebooks. It can help you to create your e-guides, and it just helps to save time on ideas and things like that because sometimes you can run out of ideas, right? I don't know if you guys have ever heard of writer's block, but that is a real thing, like where you just are like, what? I just don't know why I'm not able to really just focus. And it just seems like you're hitting a wall. It's like, oh my. But whenever you fall into those patterns where you don't know what to create, you don't know what to do, open up your chat GPT and ask it to help you to create some ideas. Hold on, let me see what's going on out there. Okay. So it can really, really help you do some things. I actually love it. And like I said, you need to be getting into using a chat GPT because it's only going to help you to get into what's going on right now. Like, just ask it to be your personal assistant. You don't have to have it living your life or anything like that, or have it being you or telling you what to do. Just ask it to be your assistant. Like the same way you go to Google and ask Google questions, you can ask ChatGPT questions, and it can analyze, it can pull things up and really help you. Like, if you need help with your channel, you don't know which way to go, put your channel into ChatGPT and ask it to help you to see what you need to do to fix your channel, right? Or help you to understand like what's the next moves you need to take, right? And it can kind of guide you on what you need to be doing with your channel. So ChatGPT is really good. You can use it in so many different ways. And I just suggest that in these times, you know, get you something like that. If you know you're kind of scared of AI, you don't want to jump in the water, you want to test it out. ChatGPT is really a great way to kind of just test out the waters. Of course, a lot of people say bad things about it, and a lot of people say great things about it. But I would say that you just should use it at your will. Don't give it too much information. If you don't want it to know too much stuff about you, don't tell it, right? Um, but because it is like a pool of information, okay? So I would say that don't tell it everything. If you don't want it to know something, don't tell it that. But if you want it to know something, put it in there and tell it. And then it can help you to come up with some ideas, to write things, to, whatever. Okay? So use ChatGPT to help you to come up with products, okay, that you can sell. Um, because like I told you, you want to create these products to put online and tell people that you have this, and why they should have it. And then, once you have something that is you've come up with that is about that you actually love, and you're this is like your information. Like if you have ideas in your head and you don't know how to get them, write them all down into ChatGPT and ask it to help you to come up with something to for a digital product that you can help get this out there, this knowledge out there to somebody, right? Because I got all this knowledge in my head and I don't know how to get it out, right? So I'm just gonna write everything out in ChatGPT and tell ChatGPT everything, and I'm gonna say, hey, look, help me to formulate this into something so I can create a digital product and I can put this knowledge online, and then I can just talk about it. Some people are not um, typers, right? Or writers. And so you can ask ChatGPT to help you to, write as you talk. It can help you to actually like write everything down, and you can go from there. So it's so many different things that you can do with ChatGPT, or, AI in general. It can actually help you in a lot of different ways. But I do believe that I like to just use it as an assistance. I'm not really big on um, using it as just being me. You know what I mean? Like I'm not big on it actually talking and moving around for me and doing all that. It's okay if that's what you want to do, but for me, I'm just not at that comfortable phase, and you have to be comfortable, right? So, yeah, that is um some ways that you can use ChatGPT, or some ways that you can use AI to help you to create digital products. And that's how you can create digital products, by simply putting your knowledge and your information into a PDF or a guide or a video or something of that sort, and then putting it online on a digital storefront like StanStore, Beacons, or IO System IO, Linktree, or my two favorite are Beacons and Linktree, because they're both free platforms and you can use them, and whenever you're ready to upgrade you can, right? Create yourself a digital product, put your digital product on one of those storefronts, and then get online and start talking about it, or create content around that digital product, right? If you like creating content. For me, I love creating content. I actually like sharing my journey. Like for me, it was cringy in the very beginning to create content. And trust me, a lot of people watching my content will see that. But I just continue because I realize that I'm going to get better and better and better every single time I continue to keep doing this. So I just continue to keep doing it. I keep showing up. I keep showing myself that you can do this. You are just, in that lazy mindset and feeling like you can't. And that's the only reason why you're not doing it. But you got to get yourself out of that and just really just do what you know needs to be done, right? So if you know you need to create content to get your product out there, because that's why you create content. You either create content to provide value, or tell people that you have a service or a product that they may be interested in. That's pretty much why you create content. So, I mean, it's so many different ways that you can do it, and that's one of the whole things. But you need to learn. I would say learn the skill, because if you learn the skill, you will learn how to create content, which will then, naturally sell your products for you. Okay, because people will naturally want to purchase your products because they see your content and they see your products, and it's effortlessly. So, when you learn the skill, it will teach you how to actually create content that is not a struggle. Like you don't have to, um, be out there at a stand telling somebody I got this product, come buy it. But you do have to learn how to be online so that way that you can actually sell your products, right? So you have to learn how to get on your social media platforms, how many times you should be posting, how many times you should be, engaging with your audience, who you should be speaking to and why you should be speaking to them. And, you just kind of have to have that general knowledge so that way that you can be successful at getting your products out there. But digital products is a major way to actually start making money online. Reason being is because you can create your own digital product and that's your own work. Nobody else did that. You can create it, or you can sell somebody else's digital product and you don't have to create anything. It just aligns with what you stand for, and this is what you believe in. And it's like, hey, look, this is the same knowledge, the same information, and it's all in here. Everything that you need to know is in here. Like, help somebody with that, and then somebody would be willing to receive that from you. But you have to get it out there. You have to learn how to put that out there. And so I think in the very beginning, when I first started creating content, I had no idea. I thought it was just about me. I was like, dang, I just got to get on here and take a bunch of pictures and videos of myself and look cute. Okay, let's do this. And then I was like, no, they want more from you. I could see very quickly that they wanted more from me. I could see very quickly that my life was, on a journey, and that journey needed to be shared. And I wanted to see how I needed to share that journey because I didn't have any idea how I needed to do that. I was, kind of like, I didn't know whether I was sharing my journey of being just a postal lady or sharing my journey on me becoming the entrepreneur that I am. I just didn't know how to go about it. And so when I learned the skill of digital marketing, it really taught me how I needed to learn that skill, or taught me how I needed to present my story, right? Who I am to you guys and who I am to my people. And yeah, it really just made sense. So yeah, digital products is a great way to make money online. Like I said, because it's your knowledge, it's your information, and you can get it out there. Also, another great way to make money online is affiliate marketing, where you basically, go collect links. One great site that anybody can sign up for is Amazon. You can sign up for Amazon affiliates if you have I do believe, I don't know if you have to have, I don't think you have to have a business. I have a business, and so I signed up through my business, but I don't know if you have to have a business to sign up, but you probably don't have to have one. Okay. You can just sign up with your information. I do believe it just signs you up with your account and you just go from there. But you can get affiliate links for products that you love and adore and share them with people, and you can get paid. Put that in your content. And, if somebody wants to purchase that same product that you had in your content, then all they got to do is click on your link and go get it. And that's a great way to make money online because it's very, for sure. Like, I can track my sales. I can tell how many people have purchased from me. I, know that this is a product that is online. It's a great product. I know they know exactly where they can get it, and you just it's another great way to make money because all they have to do is click on your link and purchase, and then you make money. You didn't have to sell to them. You didn't have to say nothing. All you had to do was show it in your videos, show yourself using it, and then bam, out of nowhere, you put that link in your video and somebody really wants it. They like, I want that. And then they click it and then they go purchase your product, or they go purchase that product, and then you get a commission off of that product. And that's a really great way that you can make some money online because it's low effort. Go get that little affiliate link, copy and paste it in my description, and then if somebody want that product, they can go get it, and I'll just get paid if they purchase. You know, you got people that ask you, where you get that from, girl? Where you get that from, boy? I got it from here. Instead of you telling them where you got it from, because they about to go purchase it because they want it. So instead of you telling them where they got it from, you going here, click this link right here. This is where you can go get it from. They're gonna click that link and then they're gonna purchase, and then you're gonna get paid off the fact that they purchased from that link. Simple, easy, y'all. I mean, that's a really great way to make money online. Okay. What's another great way? Let's see. there's just so many great ways, guys. I mean, like, you can make money offline off just showing products. Just showing products and sharing, what your thoughts are about them and how you love them. Just giving a review on a product can get you paid. You can get paid for giving reviews on products. That's crazy. All I got to do is sit here and, talk about why I love this product, or the benefits of this product, like how I enjoy using this product and why, and then I can get paid. Oh my gosh, guys. I'm sitting here thinking that I gotta go and jump in this hot mail truck, slave myself to death to make $1, and I can get paid from just reviewing a product. I can get paid from just reviewing a product. I mean, it's crazy, but you can really level up your finances by just learning the skill. Like, you don't know that it's out there until you get yourself into a learning environment that teaches you that it's out there. So you think to yourself, like, this is all that I can do, when that's not true. You just haven't been introduced to anything else. And that's what school does. It introduces you to new things, a new experience, to something new, right? And so you get interested in it, and they show it to you, and then they charge you all this money for it. But there's ways for you to learn that same information from people that have been through it, they've experienced it, and they're just like, you know what? I'm willing to share my information as long as you're willing to invest in yourself. Because I ain't going to just give it away for free, because I didn't get it for free. But if you're willing to invest in yourself, I'm willing to share my information. And then you can be successful just like them. But you have to be willing to learn. You have to be willing to invest. Why? Because that's the only way you're going to get to where you want to be. That's the only way you're going to become successful, is if you actually tell yourself that I'm ready. I'm ready to learn. I'm tired of struggling online. For me, in the very beginning, I was struggling online because, you just get to that point where you're just like, oh, this looks easy. All they're doing is this. And then you realize very quickly that that's not just what they're doing. There's more to it. There's a reason why they have all those views and all those subscribers and how they grew so quickly, because there's a rhythm to it. And you just have to learn the rhythm. And that rhythm is digital marketing. No matter how they glam it up and make it look pretty and sparkly and shiny, it's digital marketing. And so that's what I get on here to share with you guys, that if you're willing to sit down and learn a skill, then you can really make money online. But if you want to just keep posting videos and pray and hope and that it's just going to make it, then hey, you're going to be in that same situation. Or you can put yourself in a better situation by actually learning the skill and saying, you know what, I don't care what's going on around me. I'm about to learn this. I'm about to get this knowledge. Because I know that the only way for me to actually receive this is if I sit down and study the strategies that are proven to work. I learned my proven strategies through a course called UBC, the Ultimate Branding Course. And every day I'm using these strategies. When I realize that I didn't complete it or I need help, I can go back at any given time, because this course is a lifetime access guarantee. And I'm able to get in there and study on my terms whenever I know that I need to. Nobody's tracking my progress but me. And I get to get in here and learn this information. If I want to learn how to be on YouTube, I can get in here and learn proven strategies to help me to make it on YouTube. If I want to learn how to be on TikTok, I can get in this course and learn the proven strategies to be on TikTok. If I want to learn how to be a successful Instagrammer, I can get in this program and learn how to be on Instagram. Proven strategies. And that's all you got to do is be willing to learn. And if you're willing to learn, you can make money online. It's not hard, but you do have to have the willingness to learn. Just like you were willing to learn that skill that taught you to do what you're doing for the job that you work for right now. Just like you were willing to do that, you have to be willing to learn the skill of digital marketing, which is going to teach you how to be online, how to talk to people, how to reach people, how to make money online. You don't have to be telling people, I got something to sell you, I have something to sell you. But you can get in here and learn these skills, and then you can do it without telling everybody I have something for you. It's many accounts that I have where I'm not telling people that I have a product. They just go purchase the products based off of my content. And all I have to do is show the products, because I've learned how to show the products, how to put the products out there, how to reach my audience, how to make my videos engaging. And that allowed me to learn to be able to make money online because I learned those skills. I learned the skill of digital marketing, which is how to be online. And for those of you that do not know what digital marketing is, it is digital, which is online, marketing, which is you going around telling everybody that you have something. Digital marketing, that's all you're doing. You're telling somebody that, hey, look, I love this product, or I love this service, or this is what this is. These are the benefits. This is why. You're just telling people. You're marketing. You're telling people what it is. And you're doing it online. You can take any business that you have and learn how to put it online and start making money online. Any business. It don't matter what it is, y'all. It does not matter. You can actually learn how to put that business online and make money off of that business online. You just got to learn how to actually put it out there. So when I got into this digital marketing course, I was able to learn how to put my knowledge and my information out there. I was able to learn how to talk to people. It's showing me how to show up for others and myself, right? Because that's the big thing. You got to learn how to show up for yourself and learn how to show up for others. Because this is not, when you get out here and you're on social media, you're supposed to be out here showing people that you have something. That's why a lot of people don't make it, because they ain't got nothing to give. They just on here. And it's like, okay, are you a good, what are you? What do you do? Like, what are you good at? You know, you can get brand deals to where all you're doing is just basically creating content, and then it's driving traffic to that company or that brand. But you got to learn how to do that. You got to learn how to put your business online, so that way that you're not always trying to find a brick and mortar to host your business at. You can host it online now. And you can create as many businesses as you want. It's unlimited online. Right? So this is why we want to be online. This is why we want to learn how to make money online, because that's what the way the world is going to be. I mean, it's everything's already online. So why are we fighting it? Just get on board and learn how to make the money. Because ultimately that's what we're on here for. We're trying to learn how to make money. We're trying to make money. Just like the people that's on here making all this money. We see the way they're living their lives. We see the way that they're enjoying their freedom, their time. That's because they've learned this skill. So if you lock in, sit down, start learning, and it don't take long. It took me a long time, y'all. I would say it took me a little bit of time because I was playing in the very beginning and I didn't take it serious. I didn't really believe that there was something that could actually help me to grow, even though I knew that it was there. And even though my plate was made with all the things that I needed, I just still didn't believe in it until one day I got fed up and I got tired of trying. I'm like, I am sick and tired of trying. I need something to pop off and be for real because I'm tired of trying. I'm tired of praying that I'm making and praying I ain't. I'm just tired of all this. I need something. I need something for real. I need some real substance because I know that there's a guaranteed way. So show me the way. And then when that way was shown to me, I played around with it because sometimes that's what you do. You play around with it because you don't think that it's real. You don't think that it's the real deal, but it is. And I'm telling you that if you really want to learn how to be online, this is the real deal. Learn the skill. If you learn the skill, you'll know how to be online and you won't just be on here for any given reason. You won't just be on here for no reason at all. You'll actually be online with a purpose because now you know why you're online. You won't, it's not hard for you to say, like, it's not hard for you to come up with a bunch of ideas because it's like, oh, I understand why I'm on here now. I need to bring something to the table. And once you bring something to the table, these platforms reward you for bringing something to the table. And that's what people don't realize is that you get rewarded for bringing something to the table. So bring it to the table first. What do you have to give? What are you great at? What can you do that you feel like others need to learn how to do? Didn't say you had to be a mastermind at it. Didn't say you had to be perfect at it. But what are you good at right now that you know somebody else might want to know how to do too? Or something that you're passionate about and that you can go on and on and on about. Somebody else might want to learn about that same information. If you learn how to put that together, then you can learn how to make money off of that. And then you're making money off of you. And you're not working for somebody else, waiting for them to create a way for you. You learn how to create a way for yourself. And you can do this while you're working your 9 to 5 job. That's the great thing about this course, UBC. Let me show y'all. This is an online course. It's on a platform called School. And it is a pretty simple, easy way to get in here and learn how to be online. I want to learn how to be online. I want to learn how to be on TikTok. I'm tired of struggling. I'm tired of wasting my time looking at YouTube videos all the time because I have no beginning and I have no end. Because it's okay for you to watch free YouTube videos. You can do that. But when you're tired of running in circles, then come on back over here to me and I'll give you this. I ain't gonna give it to you for free because it wasn't given to me for free. Whenever you're ready to level up your life and do something serious, then it won't matter because it's an investment towards your future, and your future self is going to thank you so much so because now your future self doesn't have to stress over, am I doing this right? I don't know if I'm doing this right. Instead, I can come over here to the YouTube module and I can look in here and it will tell me how to edit my first video, how to create banners and thumbnails, what kind of iPhone settings I need to have, what is A-roll and what is B-roll, long form videos versus short form videos, becoming a YouTube partner, how to create your YouTube channel. And it breaks all of that down in many different forms. You have a point of view from Janessa Lene, and then she's really good. She is really good. And then you also have Caleb Box, which is a mentee of what is his name? I always say it all the time, and then I can't remember it right now. It'll come back to me. But there's so many different um things that you need to learn how to do to be on your platforms, and they break it all down for you in here. So instead of you sitting here watching a bunch of YouTube videos, now all I have to do is come in here and watch these videos, and it's going to teach me everything I need to know. If I need a refresher, I can always come back to my course and learn everything I need to learn about YouTube, right? So I love that about this course. It is that I can do it on my terms. If I don't feel like I'm fully refreshed, or if I don't feel like I've learned it, I don't have to check these boxes. This box does not have to be checked. If I don't feel like it, I'm ready. I can uncheck it and come back to it later. I can check it when I feel like I'm ready. Nobody's grading this but me. I'm grading my own success. I'm learning, coming in here and studying to show myself approved, right? Because that's what you have to do. If you want it, you got to study to show thyself approved, right? So you come in here and you're going to learn everything you need to learn. No more struggling, no more trying to watch a bunch of YouTube videos to figure it out. Come on in this course and learn everything you need to learn. Watch these videos and they're going to tell you everything you need to know, the front end and the back end. Because if you guys notice, a lot of people on YouTube only show you a certain portion. Why? Because they want you to keep coming back. But if you get into a course, if you're serious about really growing, then you can get into this course and get the direct knowledge. Everything you need to know to grow and to build and keep going. And then if I'm done with YouTube, I want to go learn about TikTok now. Okay? I'm going to come right on in here to the TikTok module and learn everything I need to learn about TikTok. Okay? How to create my bio, call to actions, what type of content you should be creating, who you should be speaking to, and why you should be speaking to them. It's going to break all of that down. What kind of hooks you should be putting on your videos, what type of posts go viral. Instead of you guessing and wondering what kind of post is going to go viral, you have something in here that's going to teach you exactly what kind of post is going to go viral. So now you have a direct guarantee. All you got to do is just come in here. This is a proven system that is working for so many people. And all you have to do is get in here and be willing to learn the same knowledge that someone else was willing to learn to make it. They're making it and they're willing to share it with you now. And all you have to do is get in here and study to show thyself approved. If you don't know how to create your own digital storefront, as I was telling you guys earlier, you create a digital storefront to put your digital products on, because you got to have one of those in order to put your digital products on. And it's no point in you saying, I don't want to create a digital product, because all you got to do is create that digital product one time. Put it in your storefront, like Beacons or Stan Store, and then tell people about your products. You didn't have to keep creating that product over and over and over again. That's the great thing about digital products, is that you only got to create it one time. That took so much off of me, y'all. Because let me tell y'all, I'm into soaps, I'm into Bath and Body Works and all kinds of stuff when it comes down to my business. And I didn't always have time to create these products. So what did I have to do? I was like, you know what? I need to find something that I can still, teach people about how to do it or something. Let me create a video on how they need to make soap. And then it teaches them how to make it. And all I had to do was make that video one time. And now so many people can learn how to make soap, can learn the same skill. And all I got to do is put that in my storefront, and this going to teach you how to set up your full storefront. Okay? How to set it up completely. So no more guessing, no more wondering, no more, hoping and praying and wondering if it's going to work or not. You got this. It's a proven strategy here. All you got to do is get in here and be willing to learn. And if you're willing to learn, you can earn. You're going to learn how to create value videos, how to create your digital products. Everything you need to know to make your first 5 to 10 sales, you're going to learn it in this module. If you always wanted to learn how to be on Etsy, come into this module and learn how to be on Etsy. Now, like I said, you're not going to all see all of these with green all the way across, because if I don't feel like I'm ready to move on to the next thing, if I feel like I want to come in here and get a refresher, I will get a refresher. I will not check mark that thing off and come back to it because I feel like I haven't mastered it yet. And then when I feel like I've mastered it, then I'll check mark it and then I'll go on about my business. But that's the great thing about it being I can come in here at any given time. I have access to it at any given time. It's not something that I have to worry about being kicked out or anything like that. As you can see, there's over 55,000 people in here. 55,000 people in here learning how to create money, how to make money online, how to create content, how to be on their social media platforms, right? Over 55,000 people in here learning how to be online, learning how to make money online. Let me go through the testimonials really quickly, guys. I'm not going to stay in here long because I have been in here long already. But, okay, here's one right here. 9 days ago. These are very, fresh. We have one for 7 hours. 7 hours ago, because people are very active in this community. You're going to see people, you see 149 people online and 6 admins online, meaning that you have questions or something is wrong. There's 6 people in here that you can contact, or 6 people that you can get information from if something is wrong. 6 people in here. And there's more than 6 people in here that you can talk to. People will respond back to you. They will get to answer your questions. If you have a question, they will answer it. You can come in here. You can leave testimonies. You can come in here. You can look at testimonies for inspiration to help you to continue on your journey, to help you to understand something. If you have a question, you can get in this community and you can ask it, and people will respond back to your questions, right? So let me read this little testimonial here. It says, wow, I still can't believe this is happening. After putting so much effort into promoting my course, countless strategies, endless tweaks, and months of trial and error, nothing seemed to work. But everything changed when I received the right guidance. Huge gratitude to the admin for showing us the way and everyone who stood by me during this journey. Your support means the world. The real turning point, a conversation with someone who shared the exact strategy she used to scale her course. I implemented it, stayed consistent, and the results finally started flowing in. Moral of the story, trust the process, learn from others, support each other. Curious how I did it? Ask me and I'll be happy to share what worked. Let's grow together. So as you can see, active people in the community willing to grow. And thank you, Jason. Thank you so much for that. And brown the sides of the bread, please. Okay. Okay, so everybody kind of getting a little active, y'all. So let me go ahead and get through this because my children are active. They done came back inside and they are ready. Okay. So as I was telling you guys, you can see that um you can definitely see that there are people in here to support you. We have one testimonial from 7 hours ago. Says, from confused to clear, this shift changed everything. I joined this journey on February 20th, unsure of how to position or sell myself online. I had the passion, but not the clarity or strategy to turn that into something real. Since then, I've been able to generate over $7,000 in course sales just by applying what actually works: clear branding, a focused offer, and consistent action. What's made the biggest difference isn't just the income, it's the confidence, the direction, and finally feeling aligned with the value I bring. No fancy funnels, no ads, just structure, mindset, and support from the right environment. If you're still figuring things out, trust me, it becomes clearer the moment you commit and lean in. Hold on, guys. Okay, well, you don't have to do all that crying. And Charlene, calm down. You don't have to be mean to each other. You guys need to be nice to each other. All right, my bad, guys. All right, so no fancy funnels, no big ads, just structure, mindset, and support from the right environment. If you're still figuring things out, trust me, it becomes clearer the moment you commit and lean in. Let's keep growing. Grateful for this community. So that was a really good um testimony as well. This one was from 3 days ago. It says, I'm Janky, a mom of two from Australia, because we're all in here from everywhere. Okay. I started this page a few months ago, and she's telling us where. And she says, a few months ago, I knew nothing about digital marketing or digital products. Today, I've crossed over 3,000 collectively from different streams, which still feels unreal to me. UBC, you've been my savior. I've launched my own video training. See, as I told you guys, video trainings are powerful. Okay? It's simply just you creating a video and having someone to purchase that from you. All you doing is sitting there talking about, you just talking, spilling out everything you know about something, right? Everything you want somebody to know about in that information, you're going to spill it out. And then they're going to pay you for your knowledge. So she says, I launched my own video training, created my own digital products, and now I'm even helping other beginners take their first steps in this space. I don't have a large following. I didn't go viral, but the strategies I followed made consistent sales and brings in many leads daily. I want to share it with you all who are struggling and, feeling stuck. Let's connect over DM. And so, of course, she shows her information. Let me see. So that is July. July again. But she's showing her overall. Okay. She's showing you how many views. These are, whenever you look at your account, it's going to show you like how many views you've had, how many orders you've had, and then this is going to show you like your basic conversion, like how many times you were able to convert, or the amount of conversions you had based off of either the views you had or the amount of orders you had. And so as you can see, she's collecting money. Okay? She's making money off of digital products that she created. And you can do that too. So, okay. That those are some reviews. I just wanted to share that with you guys to show you guys that, people are actually creating digital products, putting them online and actually making money. Whether that's $1, $2, however much they decide to put that product out there, whether that's $27 or $50, however much they decide to put that product out there, you put that product out there and tell people the benefits of that product, and that product can get sold. And if somebody just so happens to want to know about that product, wants to know everything that you have to offer within that product, they're going to purchase that product because they love what you're putting out there. Providing them information, you're providing them value, and so they want to come to you and get more knowledge and more information. And that's why you get online and talk about your product, talk about the information, talk about things that are revolved around your product, because it's going to help you to get people on board with whatever mission it is that you have. And like I said, you have lifestyle creators that do this. They may be showing you a bedspread. Okay, they may not be telling you go purchase this bedspread, but they have it in their video, and they're showing themselves getting out of their beds, and then you see that bedspread and you're like, oh, I love that bedspread. That comforter looks so nice, and I would love to have that comforter. Where did you get it from, girl? Oh, click the link in my description and you can go get that same bedspread as well. Or they have a brand deal where they just, have it to where they just are sending traffic to them because people want it, and it's just opening up the door for them to get more people to come to them, right? You have a good audience, and so you can get things out like that. But there's many ways for you to make money online, but you just have to be willing to learn the skill. And like I said, this course right here is going to teach you everything you need to know to get you started. It's a very beginner friendly course. You can do it on your own terms. You don't have to worry about um, somebody grading you and saying, "Oh, you made the cut or you didn't make the cut." You just come in here and learn. You just come on in here and learn. Okay? That's all you got to do. Come in here and learn everything you need to know. You want to learn how to create content? You don't know how to create content at all? Come on in here and they're going to show you how to create content. Okay? It's a really great program to get you started learning everything you need to know. If you go, you'll get, if you went to college, you would get this information. You wouldn't get all this information because this comes with mentorship, people's knowledge, and, what they've learned and what they've done over the years, what has worked and what hasn't worked. And, when you go to school, pretty much the only thing you get pretty much the only thing that you get is just the knowledge. And you don't get to, all you get to do is take that same knowledge and just pray that you remember it, because that's pretty much it. All you got maybe is some course books that you got to read for a long time, to try to remember whatever it is that you have to remember. But if you get into a course that, can teach you everything you need to know, then you don't have to worry about going back to school. You can just get in here on your own terms. That was one thing that I love. I have been back to school. I done the whole school thing, and I was like, look here, I'm over it. I'm over it, because once you get ready to change that major, or you get ready to change your what you want to do, that's more money out of your pocket. That's more money. And, instead of that, doing those things, learn how to get yourself into some courses and some programs that are going to teach you how to do it, because you don't have to go back to school. It's good to go back to school if you want to, but you don't have to, right? So, like I said, this course is going to pretty much, help you to learn everything you need to learn. about digital marketing. It's going to teach you the basics, and it's going to give you everything you need to get started, teach you how to set up your online storefront, teach you how to be on your social media platforms. You don't have to struggle, and you don't have to watch a bunch of different videos trying to learn this stuff when there's a specific strategy in here. This is like everything you need to know to grow on YouTube. Everything you need to know to be successful on TikTok is in here. You just got to be willing. If you are willing to get in here and learn, like I said, you can earn. Okay. Now my favorite thing about this whole course is the mindset module, because that is a huge thing. Like, I don't think people really realize how important it is for you to get your mindset together. If your mindset is not together, then you're not going to believe that this thing is possible. And you're going to be like, just second guessing everything. You have to get your mindset together. So I love that there's a mindset module in here, and you can, literally come in here at any given time and get your mindset together. Like, if you feel like, like, I'm not seeing things let up, I'm not seeing things work, it's just not doing what I thought it was going to do, get in here and get your mindset together, because that's possibly what's wrong. Your mindset is just not in the right place. Okay. So this course just really offers a lot of great ways to really learn how to be online on many different platforms. It teaches you how to actually brand yourself and put yourself together, so that way that people can understand what you have to offer. Because you can be online all day long without a purpose and without a mission, and then after a while, you're gonna feel like it's not for you no more. But I just say, before you give up, please learn the skill. Learn the skill. Learn the skill. You can do it for free, and you can spend a lot of time trying to figure it out, or you can come back to me and get yourself this course that's gonna teach you everything you need to learn about how to be online. Okay. So that is the end for me, y'all. I have to, get myself ready to do this all over again tomorrow. So I thank you guys for tuning in to this live with me. If y'all have any questions, y'all just let me know. I'm gonna stay on here for just a couple more minutes. If y'all have any questions, just let me know, and I will, be sure to answer them. All right, guys. So once again, I really do thank you guys for tuning in with me tonight. If you guys have any questions, you can always go to my channel, and you can, email me at any time, because that's not what we're doing this for. We're doing this to help each other to get to the next part of our mission. Okay. But, if you have questions or concerns, or you need help with something, please email me. I'm more than willing to help you, because that's what we're on. We're on this journey to help each other. Okay. But if I feel like you just really need the whole package, then hey, look, this is the whole package. You need to get the whole package. Okay. And you can easily find that on my storefront right here at thatpostalady.com. Come over to my storefront, and you will see the ultimate branding course. Okay. You will also see, I want you guys to also go over there and look at the Digital Escape Starter Kit. This is a great way for you to just get started if you need more information. If you just, you know, you feel like things were just kind of going a little too fast, you can always go grab my Digital Escape Starter Kit, and it will break everything down on this skill and how you can go about getting started. And it will even provide you with a 30-day checklist, so that, I mean, a starter kit checklist, so that way you can actually make sure that you can, stay relevant and stay online and do what you have to do, right? So, like I said, I thank y'all so much. I hope that y'all have a wonderful night, and I will talk to you guys later.